Hey guys, welcome. We have a wonderful match for you today. Jokerj versus the buff guy. This is a Roulette Rivals 9 winners bracket round 5 match. And I'm here with Tinega74. Say hi, Tinega.
What to do?
That is also a hi. Uh, all right, we're off to Hokkaido in 20 seconds. Quick, what do you want to see?
I would like to see baseball with a live kill on Yuki, or even baseball electrocution soldiers would be interesting.
Please, map. I love you. Please love me back.
Well, if you got
All
what
right,
you
I'll
wanted.
read this one.
Yep.
So we got Eric Solders eliminated with the pistol as VIP patient Amos Dexter, and we got Yuki Yakuzami eliminated with a fire axe as the patient.
Cool. So where's the fire axe again? Can't remember.
It's by the morgue, right by the evidence.
Yeah, of course, in that hallway there.
Yeah.
Remember it now. Jokerj is in.
He's in.
Very much in.
Yeah, doing the early Yuki Yamazaki isolation, it looks like.
Yeah. And Buff is hot on his heels. He's taking care of Amos Dexter first.
Oh, smart man.
Oh, see here. Jokerj is doing that standard Yuki isolation that we see quite a lot. And Buff Guy's gonna do the exact same thing. Oh wow, did you see that from Jokerj? That knockout on those two other guards.
Yeah, he pranked one and threw a pipe at the other. That was interesting.
Yeah. Well, I don't even see the point in doing that though, because they never turn around, but
yeah.
It's cool.
Wow, and so Joker also got Amos early.
Yeah, I didn't notice that he was so quick in.
Yeah, that was so quick. I missed that as well.
Yeah, they are basically doing the same thing here. So
yeah,
the buff guy used the snail for Amos, so he didn't have to knock him out.
Interesting. All right, yeah. So it looks like they're both gonna go for Solders first.
Yeah, that's gonna fuck.
It's strikingly similar paths for them here.
Yeah, almost identical. I mean, a little bit different routing, but very close.
The buff guy has had a slightly longer planning and a very much longer loading time, so he is a bit behind.
Oh, someone said turn up Tinega a little bit.
Yeah,
do you guys hear me
already did. I'm sure they'll tell us if they're still too low.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep the phone next to my mouth as much as possible. All right, Joker is going for the wall bang on Solders, floor bang. Looks like it's completed.
Oh, the buff guy's gonna do it loud. Nice.
Oh shit.
That's cool.
That's ballsy. Very ballsy from Buff.
Risky with a knocked out body there. Or did he trank him?
Thank you, Buff. I think he must. I hope. Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, it's possible that he actually tranked him. I didn't notice how he knocked him out.
It shows body found in a dark room. And he's naked, so yeah, that was definitely a trank.
Yeah, I imagine that sight. Just walking into the room and finding that.
Yeah. After some loud gunshots.
Yeah. Okay, so
all right.
They've both
patient grab on the way.
Yeah.
Oh, Trank from the buff for second Trank. Oh, and Joker just stole the free disguise. Very slick. Almost identical locations they're running at.
Yeah. This was apparently not
Photo finish material.
apparently not a spin they had to think about for a long time. I think Buff was ahead there. Yes,
Yeah,
he
he
finished
might have been.
before Joker.
Yeah, and his in-game time was a good. Can't see because of his camera, but I would say at least 20 to 30 minutes seconds faster.
Yeah, because it's 340 something and Joker had 4 something.
Yeah, 408. So yeah, I would say that's at least.
Yeah, that was
30
a
seconds.
that's a surprising catch up actually, because I assumed that I mean he pulled some moves that sped up the process. It was good.
Yeah, yeah, that was a great showing. GG's to both.
Yeah, this is gonna be. I don't know how. Crude is on the. Crude is the admin for today, and he will be on the photo finish. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure Buff has this because he had slightly longer loading and finished earlier. So
Right, because I believe Buff is on the PS4 and Joker might be on the PS5. Not sure.
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, I think
And yeah,
for once it's actually an advantage to have a PS4.
yeah. One thing I've noticed watching a lot of Roulette Rivals is
Damn.
you actually console kind of actually has more of the advantage.
Holy shit.
Because of the loading times when it comes to photo
I want
finish.
to see his
Like you
strat.
said,
He might not
Yeah.
have needed to waive the right to photo finish.
Uh,
Joker, you better not be fucking giving this shit away for free, bro.
yeah, Joker seems to be waiving his photo finish and giving the win to the buff guy.
I'm serious.
oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, he did already.
Fuck that.
Should actually watch the score before talking.
But GG,
Sweet,
bro.
so we're off
Oh,
to
yeah.
Berlin
I
then.
feel good about that win. I need to watch the VOD.
I'm
One
sorry
will be
guys
a banger for sure.
if I sound stuffy today. I have kids and they brought home a nasty cold, so I've got two sick kids and I don't feel top of my game myself.
Who clicked done first?
It's all good, you know. You're pushing through and making it happen. That's
Yeah.
you're a good admin slash caster for that.
Oh, thank you. I'm not admin today though, but it's Crudy.
Yeah.
He took mercy on me and took the admin.
Right.
Berlin should
But
be
you
fun.
almost did it though.
Berlin is a bit different from Hokkaido. Well, we should
Yeah.
probably see more variation in the strategies and the routing and decision making. Because
Absolutely.
Berlin is one of those maps where it's very rare to see similar runs unless it's a roll floor.
Correct. Which I suspect, unless it's just a super ideal route floor, I suspect both of these players probably won't go for the route floor.
Yeah. Let's see, there. Joker's doing a bit of last minute practice. Buff is contemplating, I guess.
Now we're heading to Berlin.
2 minutes 30 until they're in Berlin. It's a
And this
fast
is
travel
Buff Guy's
from.
pick.
Yeah, this is
Well-
Buff Guy's pick. Yeah.
Yep, and you know, both of these players are very hungry for this win. You know, they both came so close to winning. You know, the final in the past.
Yeah. Both of them, as you can see, they're finalists. Neither of them have won.
Nico has no
The hunger is definitely there for this win, which is nice to see.
Love you too, bitch. Jesus.
Maybe I should turn down Buff's volume here. A bit of a language thing on him. That's alright. I don't have any moderation or worries about language on my feed.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like Berlin just as how many viable items are actually on the map.
Yeah. Yeah, the loadout is usually not your worry in Berlin. It's typically just figure out where to start and get in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And like you said, it's rare you see the same strategy mirrored unless they're both doing Ralph, the Ralph lore, which is always nice to see two different strats in one match
Yeah.
on one map.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things that I like about Berlin, that it's possible to just wing it. Get in there and
Yep.
just pick them off one by one. Just find a somewhat sensible path to each target and then pick them off. It's almost psychopathic in a way.
Yeah. Yes, very much so.
Yeah. Okay.
And
10 seconds until the spin arrives. I'm gonna read it out this time.
all right.
This is first to... Okay, I'll read the spin before saying that. We have Silent Sniper Rifle as Rolf, Pistol as Delivery Guy, Old Axe as Biker, Fire Axe as Bartender, and Neck Snap in a suit. Okay, so it's a suit start then. Because there are no suits on the map, so you have to start suit. Of course, you can start... They're probably going to start the club entrance, of course, but you could start in by the radio tower. And you can pick your favorite suit if you want, but you'll spend some time getting to the place. I was saying this is a 1st to 6 match, so we will see at least another map. Possibly more, depending on how Jokerj does it.
Yeah. I suspect we'll see a few more maps, but only time will tell. Jokerj is already in, once again. PS5 loading times.
Yeah. Okay, so they are... this part of it is... I expect to see the exact same thing from both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, this gets pretty standard.
Oh no, Buff. He missed the throw on the guy.
Oh yeah,
Well, he solved it fine. So yeah,
damn, I got to add on buffs now.
Yep. Buff had some troubles there, surprisingly, but that was shit, he said. I'm not gonna agree, but it did look like trouble, at least.
Yeah, throwing things in this game can be so janky as far as the lock-on mechanics and.
Jokerj has his first kill, next snap in suit.
Very nice.
And he's now in tech disguise. Without needing it, but it will make him less suspicious around the map.
And it looks like Buff is going for the same banner pool. He got his first kill down as well.
Yeah, Blunts is saying in the chat here that what happened with Buff there was actually kind of cool, and I agree. Like, getting the guy up the stairs to move a little bit was actually beneficial in the end.
Yeah, that's a good point, Blunts.
And Buff has his first kill as well.
Yep.
Jokerj is working on his isolations.
Yes, and now he's going for Swan. He already has another one isolated and knocked out.
Oh, he's trying to get delivery guy, but he is getting the attention of... What's his
Swan.
name? Yeah.
Isn't that Swan?
Possibly, yeah. Can't remember their names. I used to know their names.
Yeah, I remember some of them. Some of them I don't remember, but
Yeah. I remember that Banner is the tech guy.
yeah. All
Oof.
right, and Joker.
Yeah,
So yeah, they're both getting
Joker
the
is like
delivery
burning
guy this
through
game.
his isolations here. It's cool.
Yeah, he's on fire right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe Joker has two isolated and knocked out already.
Yeah, and they're both in delivery guy disguise. And for a second
Yeah,
there, I thought that Buff Guy and Jokerj would have fairly similar runs, but then things changed a little bit for Buff Guy. A little bit
yeah. There's
late.
a little divergence here after Green and Banner.
And Joker just did green with a loud pistol, and he just attracted some unwanted attention. That's... Oh
Oh,
no. Yeah, that was not good.
oh no.
He didn't shoot from on the roof, he shot from inside, and that would be a problem. It's a shame that he had to
Yeah,
restart. I'm sure he could figure out a way to solve it, but I don't know. Maybe he was doomed.
yeah. It's an unfortunate setback against Buff since this is obviously his pick, his favorite map.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Berlin.
yeah, the Berlin. All right, so Buff is clearing out that area. Looks like Buff has at least two knockdown and isolated as well. Loud pistol kill. Should get out of there fine.
It's a complicated well, it's a complication to have a pistol kill and a sniper rifle kill in a suit in the same spin. Because then
Yeah,
you either have to start in the forest or you have to use a loud pistol.
correct. Which makes it a little spicy for Berlin, which I like.
Yeah. But Buff has another one on the hook, getting him into the toilet area here.
Yep.
Gonna do the fire axe kill here. Would make sense. It's a short travel to get the fire axe over.
Yeah, that's a good play.
I
And Joker
mean,
has Banner down.
well, yeah. I saw now that the buff guy has a banner down in the stairs as well, so he will probably opt to do the fire axe kill there.
Oh yeah, that makes the most sense.
Shorter travel, less suspicion. So
Yep. Perfect placement of target and weapon.
the buff guy has 3 targets down. Joker has 1. We'll see how this works out.
Yeah,
Of
Buff
course,
has
it's
a
it's
huge lead
all
at this point.
it's all in the wind still because the buff guy still has to kill 2 targets and exit. So pick up the old
Yeah.
axe, which is quite a travel.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. And he has to get the Rolf disguise, which is a little bit of some running around.
Yeah. Now this I've seen a surprising amount of players forget that if you pick off Rolf, the 2 bikers in the room with him will walk to the biker area.
Right.
So, and Buff seems to be taking care of that with knocking them out. Because them walking in the stairs can be not an advantage.
Yeah, especially when you have Banner dead in the stairs with an axe in his head.
Yeah. I don't think they walk all the way up there, but you know, just having them around is. I've seen many people rip to forgetting that they move around.
Yeah, very true.
Mm. So Jokerj is working on his delivery guy disguise. Guessing buff guy will do his sniper kill now because he has his sniper rifle there and a knocked out target over there.
Very nice.
Taking
That's
his time
4 for
with.
Bob.
Yeah. So what's him? He's missing his biker disguise and his old axe, which is coincidentally. No. There is a biker disguise right in here. And you're
Yep.
allowed to carry the old axe as the biker, so he is on his way.
Yeah, he's very close at this point. Joker has 2 kills down, but I
Now
don't.
there's
It's gonna be hard for him to catch up unless an enforcer rips buff at the last second.
there is always a chance of like a body found or some
Very true.
mistake from buff, but
Fuck off, dude. Jesus.
or getting
Yeah,
hung up on an NPC.
yeah.
There we go.
Or
He
or I was gonna
knows.
say the man magically teleporting to one of his dead bodies.
Yeah, it is. It if Florida Man has teleported, it would have happened about 2 minutes ago for the buff guy. So
Yeah,
we will see. We'll hold our breath.
yeah.
It's very unfortunate if Florida Man wrecks another one of the buff guys' uh, plays because it's happened before and it is very frustrating when somehow the Florida Man finds green on the roof
Yeah,
when that's not where he's supposed to be.
Fucking close, yet so far.
yeah. He has no laws. He just goes where he wants.
47. You'd think he'd run a little faster considering.
Okay, Joker has now done the old axe kill. So he has 2
47, you
more
bitch.
kills
Three
left.
kills.
Yeah, he has 2 more kills left.
Yeah, 2 more kills. Yep.
Come on.
But I don't think there's a chance of him catching up now because the buff guy has just killed his last target and he has the keys to the scooter and he is out.
He's out. GG's both.
Yeah, that was really solid gameplay from the buff guy there.
Yeah, and Joker played really well too. He just had that unfortunate rip, which I mean he might have been able to salvage. He just chose not to. That loud pistol.
Okay, so we're off to Mumbai then. That's cool. That's your
Oh, my
your
favorite.
your favorite map, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck yeah,
absolutely.
dude. Fucking
Let's
sick.
see. I'm just
Mumbai
gonna.
hype.
Yeah, dude. I finally fucking win Berlin. Fuck all this map and I are friends
Buff
again.
finally wins Berlin, he's saying.
Dude. Fucking finally. God, it's been so long since I've won that fucking map, dude. Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Just gonna announce something in our chat here.
Oh my god, dude. I can't fucking believe it.
Okay. There we go.
1 kilometer an hour, yeah. Exactly.
Now, if Blunts and Beats knows how to make predictions,
Metal, thrash metal.
he can do that.
Heavy metal style, like Metallica style, Megadeth, Anthrax, Judas Priest. More or less.
So yeah, Tinega, we have our resident Mumbai specialist. What's a condition in Mumbai that can trip these players up? They are very experienced players, and they will probably know their Mumbai pretty well.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a good question. I would say, that's a good one. I would say if they put like, well, for one, any like if you do like let's say Painter injected poison Maelstrom or a live kill on Maelstrom with a disguise that's kind of far away. That can be a little bit tricky.
I think I don't think either of these players will trip up on Vasir Consumed, because we've seen quite a few matches lately where it's been demonstrated how to do it.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah. The consumed on the Maelstrom is pretty easy.
J-Dog, hey, bro.
Yeah, if
You know,
you know how to do it.
yeah, and even the loud ballistic. I mean, at this point, I think a lot of people have kind of adopted the meta, of getting him on the sky, getting him at the skywalk,
Yeah.
with that box, that nobody's around, the one that everyone's been doing. That's pretty tried and true. So
Yeah,
not ballistic.
Moo came up with that lure, and
Yep.
it is surprisingly efficient. And I took to it immediately. I just started doing it. It wasn't a particular reason or anything. It just seemed practical to me.
Yeah. But so if it was like, let's say, here's one that might trip them up too. Is I've noticed that can be hard for some people. It's Bollywood Bodyguard, Electrocution, Dawood.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because there I mean there are a few electrocution places, but there is one that's quick and easy if you start Dancer, right?
Yeah. I figured out I have a pretty easy one for that one as starting as dancer, and that's just something I came up with a while back on my own. So I don't know if they've really practiced that or know about that one.
You know what is interesting to me? I've seen quite a lot of Dancer starts lately instead of
Yeah,
Skywalk start. That's very
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. There's been a lot of painters in the spin, which I think
Yeah. All right.
has
Do you want to read
contributed to that.
the spin?
Yes. All right. So hold on. All right, we're gonna have the Maelstrom eliminated with a falling object as Queen's bodyguard. We're gonna have Vanya Shah with a fall elimination at disguised as the dancer, and Dawood Rangan eliminated with a silenced assault rifle as Bollywood crew. Oh, I like this spin a lot.
This is a Dancer start, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. I would start Dancer for this one.
Yes,
Just
I would as well.
if you can get Dawood, but it's you have Joker starting laundry worker. A
That's
quick.
interesting.
I'm sure he's gonna get a quick dancer disguise and then start
Yeah,
moving.
well, one thing he could do, which I don't, obviously he's not doing with the dancer disguise, is he could quickly get a Queen's body disguise there and then get a falling object on the Maelstrom in the slums.
Yeah.
But I don't think he has practiced that. That's
I
kind of like,
Yeah, that's very specialized.
yeah,
I
that's a Mumbai enthusiast tactic.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I assume that we're gonna see Maelstrom or Vasirkala killed on the hill with a falling sign.
Yeah, and especially for Joker because he started laundry worker, and they will not raise the flag on their own.
Oh, well or not. So there's no flag racing when you start laundry worker.
Correct. So he has all the time in the world to raise it whenever he pleases. And
Uh,
now Buff, I actually missed where he started. So he started suit though. I see. So I assume it was. Did he start? No, did he start Skywalker or was it? I missed it.
Uh, good question. I was paying attention to Jokerj. I was
Yeah, I know. Me
thinking
too.
about considering what his strat might be. Buff started at the train, yeah.
Okay, train. Thank you, chat. So train, the flag will also not be raised on its own.
Right. Okay. We need a document for these things.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah. I'm gonna
pondering
work
what
on that for you.
starts. Yeah, I've been pondering what starts raise the flag when and stuff like that, and good thing to know.
Yeah,
And
three I know about is the dancer, skywalk, the thug. Surprisingly, it's just late in the time. I mean, very late, and then also servant.
so Joker was impatient and didn't mind the red guns for his Vanya knockout.
Yeah.
Um, he's gonna just race the flag, and
Okay. Yeah. Get the falling sign. And we've seen a lot of Vanya fall recently. I feel like.
yeah, it's such a dumb condition in my mind. You just dump her in a what's it called, a cauldron,
Yeah,
which
something like
is
that.
it feels more like a fire kill than than a fall accident.
Yeah, someone asked where the Vanya Fall is. Yeah, it's in the metalworker shop in the foundry pot cauldron,
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
Which obviously these calibers of this caliber of player knows obviously where to dump. But it's true, not everybody knows, especially if they haven't practiced or played a lot.
yeah. She just trips and accidentally falls into the fire pit. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, Joker is doing his. He's throwing a lot of coins here now. Why is he
Oh
throwing it
yeah.
over and over? Boredom?
Yeah, it
And the
looks
buff
like
guy
he.
is going straight for the fall accident.
Yep. And
Uh,
he's getting Vanya to run in there, which is
yeah, it saves a bit of
save
time
him
to
some
get her
time.
to. Oh, and Jokerj will have a little problem with one of those guards.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, he solved it.
Oh, yep. Nice job, Joker.
Hope he didn't attract any attention there.
Yeah.
Seems to me like both Joker and Buff knows that these starts they picked doesn't raise the flag
Yeah.
because they are off doing things without concern for the Maelstrom kill. I'm gonna pick him off last.
Correct. Which is probably why they didn't start Dancer, even though two of the disguises are in the Rangan Tower.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, this makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. This works.
Huh. Okay, what's the Buff guy doing? Is he doing? Oh yeah, yeah. He threw the iron for.
Yep.
He's gonna do pretty much exactly the same thing as Joker did with dropping that snail, getting everyone knocked out, and then finishing off with knocking out Dawood.
Yep. And Buff has Vanya killed, so he has a slight lead.
Yep. Yeah, but that lead might not mean much
Correct.
considering Joker is in the right disguise for. He has more disguises basically.
Yeah. Yeah. He is a bit farther on this guy's chain, and he's about to get Dawood.
Yeah, he has his silenced assault rifle, and there goes Dawood. Back in the Queen's Guard, and then he can just go get... he's probably gonna get Vanya first. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one thing I like to see that I haven't seen in a while is a Dawood loud ballistic or Vanya loud ballistic. That can trip some players out.
Yeah. I remember you and me played once, and you had a great Vanya loud assault rifle, I think, where you just shot her
Oh,
from a very
I think it was
great
loud
distance.
sniper.
Yeah,
It was loud sniper, but yeah.
it was. You just shot her from a very great distance, and people rushed to where you were and not where she was. And that's
Yeah,
a good
and the
solution.
snail helped a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the Vanya fall for Joker on the way.
Yeah, and Joker's shuffling disguises quite a lot here. He's now in the right disguise for her accidental trip into a cauldron.
All right, and then so yeah, Buff is gonna grab the Queen's bodyguard disguise and do the flag lore.
It's looking good for Buff here.
Yeah,
I'm a bit surprised that I actually thought that Jokerj was quite a lot ahead.
yeah. This is very evenly matched. They're pretty much, I'd say, neck and neck at this point. I mean, Joker's about to climb the hill himself.
Are we might see the second photo finish of
Yeah,
this match.
absolutely. That's very possible.
And Buff guy shooting the flag, and which will trigger Maelstrom to come running up the hill.
Yes. Which, depending on when he does it, it can take, depending where he's at in his loop, it can take quite a while.
Oh, when Jokerj messed up.
Oh no.
That is that must
That,
hurt a lot. I don't
yeah,
know. I don't understand why any of them is doing this. Why knock out this guy? Or why
yeah, I know.
it doesn't take that much longer to just not deal with him.
Yeah.
And there comes Maelstrom up, and he'll come into the room for the buff guy. Then around, wait, and wonder why there's no one there to greet him, and then goes in. There we go. So buff guy is looking very good here now.
Yeah.
Buffer guy. So this is gonna a falling object like this. It will attract some attention. So I hope Buff remembers to deal with that knocked out body there.
Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah, he will. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think it looks like. I mean, we might not see a fourth map here. I'm not gonna curse it here, but it's looking damn good for Buff here.
Yeah,
If
it's
he
looking
can
like
get down from the hill. Oh man, that rip from Joker was just heartbreaking.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking for Joker. It was
Wow, that is a
unfortunate.
clean sweep. Buff is,
He,
I mean,
he's buff.
Joker is such an amazing player, and just doing 6-0 on him, it's really impressive.
Yeah, Grant.
Very
Fucking
impressive.
And
finals,
Very
bitch.
impressive.
Yeah.
Buff is happy. I would be too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
girl. Grand fucking
he's
finals.
pumped. He's
Here
ready
we
for the
come,
final.
bitch. Let's go.
Wow,
Oh, fucking
that was an
snap.
amazing
But
match.
Oh,
it
Really
really
good.
was.
good, dude.
It really was. The score doesn't really tell how
Oh,
close
yeah,
this
girl.
match actually was. I mean, it was just some
Oh,
unfortunate
shit.
rips on Joker that cost it.
Yeah, I mean, this they played excellent, both of them, but
Try to
just
avoid any
tiny mishaps from Joker that
really appreciate it. But thank
gave Buff the victory.
I know you're
Congratulations, Buff guy.
no, that's illegal.
Really, really solid, impressive play.
Congrats.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
All right. Before he starts cursing too much, let's have a look at what this does to the
6-0
brackets then.
away to fucking grand
All right.
finals.
Let's see. This was a console winners bracket round. Oh, look at this. Finals. The Buff guy versus. They might see each other again. Because
Yeah.
Joker is now down and loses round 7, and if he wins against, I don't know if it's going to be Ducker, I like Hitman, or Fanium, but if he wins against one of these, he will be in the finals. And will play again against the Buff guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
this is all going to be very exciting. So what we're waiting on now is Ducker versus I Like Hitman. And then Fanium versus the winner of that match. And then we're going to have Joker versus the winner of that previous match. And then we'll have the finals. Wow.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
So many really good players up in the top here now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't want to miss any of these upcoming matches, that's for sure.
Let's see. Speaking of upcoming matches, let's have a look at what we have coming. Loading. Blythe versus Pijero. That is a PC match. It will happen today at 7 o'clock European time. And then In For Fun versus Danny Bura will happen an hour later. Just fantastic matches. These are going to be good.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I guess someone needs to pay out the predictions. A new moderator. My first moderator, Blunts and Beats. Finally figure out how to add moderators to my chat.
Nice.
Does he know how to do that? I don't know. I don't know how to do any of this. Let's see. Okay. How do I pay out predictions here? I don't know. Okay, Blunts is on it. So
Good job, Blunt. Thank you for your service.
yeah, he is really doing Lord's work here. Meanwhile, I'm gonna see if I can find someone that we can raid. Not sure if anyone's on. It's 11 o'clock ish Europe time. What time is it where you are?
It is about 5:13 a.m. in Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, geez. Nobody's gonna stream anywhere then. Okay, fine. We'll not look for someone to raid.
You could always raid the buff guy, you know.
Oh yeah, he's
still
probably
alive.
gonna.
He's still alive, yeah, chatting.
Okay, so it looks like the predictions are paid out, so we are going to raid the buff guy.
All right.
Thank you all for watching. This was an absolutely amazing match, and thank you to Nega for joining me, even though
Yeah, no
it's
problem, brother.
very early
Thank you for
morning.
all the viewers.
Let's see. Okay, I am sending everyone off to the buff guy. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.